all day, every day. I don't know how to reset, so I'm gonna do it this way. Okay, Jaguar. Welcome. Today we're playing Bubsy 3, also known as Bubsy in fractured furry tales. Anyway, you'll see the title screen soon. This is a game that's Accolade licensed out to Atari to make, and Atari contracted this studio called Imagitech Design. We'll talk more about them as the game gets going, but you can see on the copyright screen there, Bubsy 2, Bubsy, and the Bubsy character are copyright, etc. Okay, so there's scores. Some of these names, I was looking up credits before, and yeah, some of these are developers' names or developer aliases. Andy Seed at the top there. What did he do? He did something. Oh gosh, I can't remember now. But anyway, he was involved. Well, let's get started. Oh, here we go. Interesting. Well, we'll check out the credits at the end. Yeah, pretty normal start screen. Go. Activate. Whoops. Oops. Uh-oh. What am I doing? Go? You know, this worked before. Oh, that's just changing one player. I'll just have to go down here. Do I? Yes. Okay. Whew. Let's all torture the Bubster. Alright, now, as with other Bubsy games, we have two jump buttons. One is the high jump, and one is the shorter jump but glide. And you can combine them, high jump and then glide. So yeah, the plot of this game, there's not much to it. There is a scan of the manual online. If you want to look at that. Basically, all the fairy tales have somehow gone wrong and they're under threat somehow, and Bubsy has to save them somehow. So it's a little unclear. And the manual is, it's not without character, but it's lacking a little bit of the attitude that past manuals have had. And it doesn't have a comic in it either, unfortunately. So I'll announce people as they show up in the chat room, but I know Gibbon's here already, so good to see you. We might have some more along later. But yeah, I think we can see so far that the game, it looks nice. I like the look of it. It's sort of a bit on the realistic side with all these, with just the way things are drawn, but also obviously a bit bizarre because, you know, it's giant things and we're jumping on floating teacups and stuff. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure about the power of the Jaguar, how it compares to other consoles of the time. I'm just looking in the options for a minute to see if I have save state capabilities. I don't think I do, so we might have to do this the old school way and just play well. Okay, that looks like a checkpoint. Oops. Don't think I'm supposed to fall down there. Welcome, Danger Mouse. Good to see you. Bubsy and Fairy Tales, awesome combination, she says. Gibbon's talking about the ending. We'll get there. Well, we might get there. How do I? Yeah, the third button. There's three buttons on the Jaguar controller. The third one blocks Bubsy's position and lets me move the camera. Oh, it went. Oh, that's right. You got to switch these from red to green, and then that activates something somewhere else. I think I read that in the manual. Oh, you're joking! The balloon killed me. Did you see that Tweedledum and Tweedledee? Yeah, so we'll talk about the plot anyway. Given saying that the ending says Mother Goose had been kidnapped and she appears to have some elemental power over fairy tales in general, so that was screwing everything up somehow. I wonder if these punk flamingos are a symptom of the fairy tales being wrong or whether they're just like that. Oh my goodness, the electrified yo-yo of Tweedledee. Yeah, Gibbon confirming this is probably the best looking of the 2D Bubsy titles. Even including Super Bubsy? I don't think Super Bubsy looks that great. It's sort of a edit of the first Bubsy onto DOS to make it, to increase the resolution and stuff. That's terrible. That was pretty dodgy hit detection. Danger Mouse is talking about another game that's fairy tale themed, Mixed Up Mother Goose. Never heard of it. What platform was that on? And was it good? So yeah, it's good. This is obviously the Alice in Wonderland world. We've got the punk flamingos, we've got the rabbit, the white rabbit. So, whoa. Oh, I'm guessing that water is hazardous. Whoa, that was an odd sound. Whoa! Creepy. So the big glowing ball thing that I picked up, oh my goodness. Everything's so hazardous now that I don't have save states and I don't have hit points anymore. Yeah, those larger ball things give you a random amount of points, apparently. Jaguar has a 6... Whoa, whoa, whoa! Watch out for the evil Cheshire Cat. Hey, we're both cats. We should be on the same side here. Those Tweedles are dangerous. Okay. Floating biscuit. Playing card with no head. Wonder if this is taking cues from any particular adaptation of Alice in Wonderland. Okay, checkpoint. Good. That's the thing I was talking about. But I don't need points. These balls, by the way, in the first game they were yarn balls. Oh! In Bubsy 2, wow, they just explode all at once. That's weird. And notice the rattlesnake, it throws eggs and has sunglasses. Pretty great. I like that. This game has personality. Okay, well, should I go down? I don't know. What that sound. Alright, anyway, the Jaguar. No, I was saying about the balls. They were yarn balls in the first one, thematic, and they tied into the plot. The second one, they were marbles, which didn't have anything to do with anything. And now they're just these exclamation mark balls, which are on brand. Bubsy's thing is the exclamation mark symbol, as you can see on his shirt. Whoa. Just jump on everything. So yeah, the manual calls these things colored Bubsy balls. Make of that what you will. Ooh. Is this, what is this? Ah, the warp doors, of course. Watch out for the balloons. Ooh, what's this? Oh, that wasn't invincibility. That was just giving me more balls, I think. Whoop. Invincibility is a thing in this game. If I get a shirt with a... I think it's a flashing shirt with the exclamation mark on it. That's invincibility. A normal shirt would be an extra life. Oh, that might be it. Are you kidding? Why did that happen? Why did I die? Yeah, invincibility was in the first game and not in the second game. They seem to have, instead of having power-ups like that, they had all the different items that were usable. This game seems to take a lot more cues from the first game and just transplant the setting. Egg-throwing woolies were actually an enemy commonly encountered in that game, and they've just turned them into snakes. So yeah, it's cribbing pretty heavily from Bubsy 1, which is interesting. Again, this was farmed out to a third-party studio. Accolade wasn't involved at all. None of the original staff worked on this game. There was some staff overlap between 1 and 2. Oh, that little puddle is death. Dang. Oh, this might be trouble, guys. Unless I have a level skip or something. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. So how is chat doing? No saving option, yep. There might be... Oh, I didn't even get to do my death animation that time. Maybe I skipped it with a button press. Yes, so Gibbon was saying about the Jaguar. It's got a 64-bit graphics processor, but not the system memory to do true 3D like the Nintendo 64. So I neglected to look up what the Jaguar's contemporaries were in the time scale that it was around. Okay, I took out the Cheshire Cat. But, oh... But yeah, I think the Jaguar was pretty expensive and it didn't do too well. It was Atari's own console and probably led to them going out of business eventually if it was a failure. They did the Lynx as well, which was their handheld. And I know that didn't do well. I also know it was... Oh, the eggs are so quick. History. Game over, guys. Sorry. Yeah, the Lynx was in color at a time when... Ooh. My name is... What? My name is what? My name is... My name is ... apparently. Yes, but as Gibbon says, the Jaguar did have some beautiful looking games. I recall some things were ported to it, but yeah, I didn't look up enough about the Jaguar itself. Press any button to start, press option for options. Okay, so I pressed the option button, which is why I got to this screen before. So if I enter a passcode, I might be able to get to a later chapter, but let's at least try and beat this one before we go skipping. So I don't know what the switch up above did and whether it's necessary to progress, but I'll try going on without it for now. Oh, you don't have game audio? Ooh, all right, hang on. I just noticed. Game paused. Paused? What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, cats don't like water, that's true. All right, let me fiddle with the volume a bit. Okay, how's that? That's much louder in my ears. Is that also louder for you? It doesn't look like it is. And I can't boost the audio. I can't boost the audio in OBS. Can I? No, it doesn't look like it. I can only like reduce the audio output. I can't increase it. Can you hear it at all, or is it just faint? Sorry for the tech problems here. Nope, that didn't work. Oh, wow, more people. Hi, how's it going? Danger Mouse is saying that it was an early 90s PC puzzle game. What was it called again? Mixed Up Mother Goose. Interesting. Okay, still no sound. Let me see what I can do about that. Not much. So nothing at all? Even if you turn yourself up? I'm getting a little bar in OBS telling me that there's audio. What can I do about this? It's very low. Okay. That's okay. What about if I turn myself down and you all just turn yourself up? Like, I'm trying, but the bar that I have to control my audio can only reduce the volume of the game and not increase it. So if you all just turn up your systems, boost your volume, and that's really the best I can do. I'm sorry. Oh, you're not even getting anything? What is Smash Bros saying? How about now? I mean, there's a delay, so we'll see how that goes. How does it sound now if you turn it up? Yeah, Gibbon saying the Jaguar was a few years after the SNES, but before the 64 and the PSX. It was ahead of its time, but was really expensive. Have you boosted your volume, Gibbon? Sorry. But I'm too loud. Okay. How about that? It must be quieter than it says here. Oh, hi Tony, how's it going? And Smash Bro 453. I don't know who you are, so let me know if I know you somewhere else. But it's good to have you around. Anyway. How's the audio? This is a happy medium? Turning up speakers helps? Good, okay, we'll keep it at this. And anyone watching this on YouTube, just turn up your volume. I'm sorry that it had to come to that, but yeah, I think we can move on now. Good. So, yeah, stuck on the first level. Oh, you're kidding. See, he's still got the nice little death animations. That's nice. But the actual transitions are a little bit awkward and rushed sometimes. It seems like a competently made game for the most part. Oh! But that thing where my sprite just sort of slid off screen, I don't know about that. That's why I say for the most part, it's got some awkward things like that about it. Anyway, hopefully we can get through this and show more of the game as we go. No, no, no! These guys are dangerous. Okay, good. Okay. Oh! This is tough. And this emulator is kind of primitive. If you could only see the UI, I mean, I could show you. Check this out, I'll just move it down a bit. This is what it looks like. Look at those buttons, they're ugly as. There is a virtual Jaguar plugin or, you know, module for my multi-emulator system, OpenEMU, but it's deprecated, or it was sort of experimentally added, but it never really worked properly, so it's not readily available. They have disabled it. Yeah, we'll clear that whole thing, that's good. Holy hell! Okay, so that's why I needed to hit that switch back there. I like that you can get momentum and just glide like that. And the level design supports it. Unlike Bubsy 2, where everything was totally cramped and limiting. Alright, so we hit that switch, that means we can go now. I do have to be careful. Other Bubsy games have had fall damage. Yeah, I didn't want you guys to lose out on the audio because from what I've heard so far, the music is kind of okay. Ah, dang it. That bee's relentless. Yes, let's all torture the Milo. As Tony says, he can't wait to see me play Bubsy 3D. That will be an experience. And hopefully I will play that next week. But for now, let's do this. Bubsy 3. It was never called Bubsy 3 in marketing or anything. Not that I know of. And it's not made by the same people. Accolade themselves probably regarded as a spin-off, and the original team. But hey, it's in 2D, it's the closest thing we have to a Bubsy 3. Oh, you're kidding. Those dang balloons. Oh no, more people. Mizu Macquarie. Are you guys all coming from Gibbon's Twitter? I didn't even tweet about this, you know. I have, like, bugger all followers on Twitter, so I don't know where these people are coming from. Maybe they just really like Bubsy. Ah, dang. Or did Squirrely retweet you, Gibbon? I will mention that in Modern Bubsy, which is Squirrely Jack's reinterpretation, or... no, what do you call it? Ah, this game is really hard. It's like... It is close to Bubsy 1 in that respect. 2 was hard as well, but Bubsy games is just tough. They want to kill you. Mizu Macquarie says they saw Tony Duck's retweet. So Memechi is also helping promote me. Thanks for that. Eggs! Watch out! Oh my goodness. Okay, we're here. This is where I got last time. Oh, I got a bit past this. No, Smash Bro is not Tony Duck. Tony Duck is Pizza Party, if he pipes up. I don't know who Smash Bro is. I asked, but they didn't answer. Mushrooms. It's appropriate. This is the Alice in Wonderland world. Man, I don't know how to react now that there's like more people than 2 in my chat. Let's go right. Oh! Momentum is important, and I'm not always getting enough. If I jump off the downslopes, that'll work. Gibbon's talking about Jaguar games. It had Rayman. Yes, that was, I think, the lead platform of Rayman, and then it was ported to other things like the PlayStation and DOS and stuff.
Sure. Let's all torch the Bubster.
The first Alien vs Predator FPS. Wait, did I just go back to a previous checkpoint? Or was I not killed before? No, I didn't get a checkpoint in that new area. Dang. What else? Bubsy, Iron Soldier, Black Ice. The Jaguar had a handful of good games, he says, before it fell to the PlayStation. Yes, Smash Bros. Is mysterious. Game paused. Do you like the pun? They did a decent job of making it feel Bubsy-like by adding puns like that. I have to keep going. I can't I can't start skipping levels until I at least complete the first one. I know, actually I don't know if this game has boss fights, but if it's following the Bubsy 1 formula, at the end of each set of 3 levels, there'll be a boss fight before we move on to the next world, and there are 5 worlds in total. I really wish I had save states. There wasn't even a death animation that time. Okay, my opinion on the quality of this game's animations is going down. Yeah, cat puns. Bubsy is good for cat puns. And yeah, the developers get that. Let's talk a bit more about the developers. They're called Imagitech Design. They aren't really famous for much. Oh my goodness. Hit detection strikes again. I know they made other games for Jaguar. I didn't check what platform all the games came out on, but it seems like what they're most famous for is this series called The Humans. It's basically a Lemmings clone, where instead of lemmings themselves, you control a bunch of little cavemen walking around the screen, and you use their different skills to get around a 2D level kind of thing. So, you know, that's something. It's a name that I've heard of, but it is just kind of a lazy clone of Lemmings. Oh, horrible. Cat puns never end, never cats meow, says Mizu. Mizu says they're a penguin. Okay, that's good to know. You aren't the penguin, are you? I wonder if that switch stays switched. Let's find out, and I'll try and clear this. Yeah, nailed it. Alright. Yes, switch stays switched. And it seems like enemies stay defeated as well. Past, between lines. Which is good, I appreciate that. I apologize if the game seems to be lagging, it seems to be a performance problem. I mean, I know streaming does take up a lot of processing power, but I don't have an enormous amount of faith in this emulator to have stable and accurate emulation 100% of the time. It's decent though. For a long time I thought it didn't work at all, but it turns out it just had some confusing UI and I had to check an option in the settings, and I had to locate something in the file system that I hadn't picked up on being an issue. So really it was all my fault, but we could also blame the app designers for their poor UI choices. Oh, narrow escape there. Okay, here's a checkpoint, that's good. I won't climb the mushrooms this time, I'll keep going left and see what I get to. Did Bubsy just drown in 3-foot tall water? Yes. Looks like another switch. Okay, so that's the kind of level design they got going. Oh,
Oh, sure.
let's all torture the Bubster. Alright, so the way forward will be blocked until I backtrack another direction to get something. At least it's more clear about what you should be doing in the level than Bubsy 2. Bubsy 2 is an absolute mess of level design. I think this one's doing a better job. And copying the Bubsy 1 formula is not, you know, not terrible, but I wish they'd given me an extra hit. See, that time I managed to jump on the bee and not get damaged. Go figure. Oh, I knew that was going to happen.
Oh, sure. Let's all torture the Bubster.
Tony's asking me about Mr. Nuts. I don't know. I never really got a final verdict from Given about that.
Oh, sure. Let's
Whether
all
I should
torture the
bother or
Bubster.
not. He was looking into it. But let's finish Bubsy first. I don't know if I'll do another mascot platformer straight away after, either. I have other things on the docket to move on to after this little impromptu series of Bubsy games. Okay, there's another Hornet coming up, I know it. Where is it? There, okay. Yes! Okay, now we have the switch, that will stay switched. And there's no enemies on the way back, so good. Whoops, at you. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Watch the flamingo. Yeah, everything kills Bubsy. Bubsy is very fragile. I did start talking about modern Bubsy and was interrupted by the game, I think. So the point I was going to make was that in the modern Bubsy refresh of the series, the thing squirrely, like, so the concept of modern Bubsy is that in the future, or in the present at this point, Bubsy is a washed up, down on her luck, ex-video game star who is like unemployed and has a terrible life and has transitioned into being female since the time of the games. Now, aha! That's it! Oh, it's not going to spit balls out at me? Fine. Classic victory animation. Yeah, so Squirrely's concept of the series is that Bubsy transitioned between, or after Bubsy 2, or sometime during
Oh,
Bubsy
sure.
2.
Let's all torture the Bubster.
Does he only have one quote? Bubsy's got to have his catchphrases. And yeah, so her idea was that since at this point, Bubsy, who, you know, in this conception of the universe, the games are being made by like actors, then Bubsy has been hired to portray the role of Bubsy in the video game Bubsy. Which is not unsupported by the fourth wall breaking dialogue.
Oh, sure. Let's all torture the Bubster.
Anyway, they wanted to make another Bubsy game, and Bubsy was in no fit state to do it because she couldn't. Dang it.
Oh, sure. Let's all torture the Bubster.
Why is it that Bubsy herself wasn't in Bubsy Fractured Fairy Tales? I don't know. For whatever reason, she wasn't going to do it, so they cast the role of Bubsy in this game is played by an understudy, according to Squirrely. A lookalike who could take the role on. And evidence for that is the yellow exclamation mark on the shirt. Bubsy normally has a red exclamation mark. Now, I don't know, I don't really like that because Bubsy has few enough game appearances as it is. You're gonna take another one away from her? Like, I just want the actual Bubsy to have as many things going on as possible. So that seemed productive to me. She could always change her shirt, it's not that hard. Now, should I go left or right? But they did get her to do Bubsy 3D apparently, is how the story goes of modern Bubsy. Checkpoint. Nice. I hope I explained that well. I think I rambled a bit. Anyway. Sorry, let's see what chat's doing. Harry kills Bubsy. I bet stubbing his toe kills him. I don't like the jump sound effects, says Tony. Bubsy 2 Mizu was not better than the first one. Bubsy 2 is pretty awful. The level design is a mess. It just doesn't have the same heart. And for some reason they had a promotional tie-in with Nerf guns, so Bubsy has a Nerf gun in the game. And there's a really confusing system of level choice where you only play half the levels in any given playthrough. Yeah. Oh yeah. Tony wants to commission Squirrely Jack. What would you get her to draw? The lack of spitballs. You mean like furballs? This music is awful, says Tony. Better or worse than PS2 Congo Bongo, says Gillen. Yeah, Tony confirming Bubsy 2 is bad. Yeah. It's really rushed. It has one boss. Yeah, there's boss levels, but they're just really lazy, like enemies throwing things at you. There aren't any actual bosses. Now notice how there's this sort of red artifact on the side of Bubsy's face there. I'm betting that's an emulator issue. No, I don't want this. I want a password. I'm gonna look up some passwords. Ah. I'll be right back. Okay. You can watch this Jaguar screen for a second while I look up passwords. Bubsy Jaguar passwords. Yeah, Mizu says that they like Bubsy as a character, but not his games. You know what? I have a lot of nostalgia for the first one, but I kind of have to agree with you there. In which case, you should check out Modern Bubsy, which is a very interesting Tumblr. And Modern Bubsy herself will be starring in a RPG game of her own soon from Squirrely Jack. So options, passcode. Oh my goodness, this is going to be tedious. Okay, 3. Oh, there's letters too. 9, 2, 6, 5, 2. There we go. Tweedledum and Tweedledummer. Ah, Tony wants Squirrely to draw his duck character. So that's the one that's your avatar now, right? The duck with sunglasses? I don't know. What is your duck? What's special about your duck? What does it look like? Is it you? Does it have your features? I have seen, actually, you as a duck drawn by like artists and signed, which I assume you got at conventions and stuff. Those the ball things that fly everywhere when you finish a level,
Oh, sure. Let's
what
all
are they
torch
called?
the Bubster.
Well, the balls didn't fly everywhere when I finished this level. But in this game, the balls are called coloured Bubsy balls. Very generic term. In previous games, they've been yarn balls and marbles. They're just different from game to game. I wouldn't be surprised if it's back to yarn in Bubsy 3D, because that seems to take a lot of direct cues from the first game. Being made by the same designer and all. The Atari is weird.
Oh, sure. Let's all torch the
Jaguar
Bubster.
is what Bubsy wishes he was. Yeah, fair enough. All animals, I'm sure, aspire to be bigger animals so they don't get eaten. Bubsy is a bobcat, by the way. I'm not really sure what a bobcat is. Similar to a lynx, perhaps, by the shape of the ears. They're bigger than a house cat, but they're smaller than any other big cat, I'm pretty sure. Bubsy is sometimes called a mountain cat in Japanese because I guess that's something they're more familiar with. I don't know what that is supposed to be either. He's also been called a desert fox in a German port of the first game to PC. Make of that what you will. Yes, I have to scroll through all those letters. It's a pain. But now that I have all the passwords, we might be able to skip ahead if we feel like it. So if I fail this level again, I'll skip to level 3. Oh great, what do I do now? That was skillful gameplay. Pretty much a fluke though, and I gotta go back anyway. So we're looking for a switch to open that spiked gate. Checkpoint. Mizu says, they know about Modern Bubsy, the Law Squirrely Jack creator is very fun. I'm glad you agree. Good. Everyone should be aware of Modern Bubsy. I'm just spreading the awareness. Oh, another gate. Huh. These levels are a bit more maze-like than I thought. But still, they're more coherent than Bubsy 2. Rest assured, people. If you want to see Bubsy 2, I streamed it last week. It's on my YouTube channel. Milo Scat, YouTube, I don't know. Google it. Last 2 weeks, actually, because I streamed it, the SNES version 1 week. Almost got to the end. Finished it the week after and did the Game Boy version as well. Man, alright, I'll go in this door. Tony says, the duck is just basically him, but a duck. Just a duck, nothing special about me at all, he says. Mizu says, you're a duck, that makes you special by default. I agree, Tony, you are special. No one is like Tony. Oh! Dang.
Oh, sure. Let's all torch the Bubster.
Gibbon says that he thinks they were possibly trying to get Bubsy to be an Atari Jaguar mascot, but that didn't work out. He's always been cross-platform though, Bubsy. At least until Bubsy 3D. First 2 games are on both SNES and Mega Drive. He was bipartisan. If Atari would have had to pay a lot of money to get Bubsy as an exclusive. Oh well, I guess this game is exclusive to the Jaguar, so they at least got that much. But if they wanted to stop him appearing on any other platforms in the future, I don't know if Accolade would have, I don't know, enough money, and I guess they would have. Oh, nuts. I did get a Switch, so I don't know what that did. Coloured Bubsy balls sounds like someone didn't use their imagination, says Danger Mouse. I agree. It's crazy how each Bubsy game gets worse and worse, says Tony. Oh, that's a little harsh. Do you think this game is worse than Bubsy 2? So obviously that switch I hit didn't open that gate, it opened the other one at the other side. Maybe? Or another gate somewhere else that I don't know of. Let's find out. Together. Yep, it was that one. Good. Dang, Flamingo!
Oh, sure. Let's all torch the Bubster.
Bubsy Visits the James Turrell retrospective is probably the best game in the series, says Mizu. That is on my list. After Bubsy 3D, I will play the 2 Bubsy fan games. And whenever Squirrely finishes Bubsy 3D RPG, or what's it called? Bubsy RPG, whatever it's called. I will definitely play that on stream. Maybe not finish it. Oh, come on!
Oh, sure.
Let's all torture the Bubster. Or is that like a troll face, Mizu? I never really understood what :V was meant to imply.
Oh, sure. Let's all torture the Bubster.
The retrospective fan game is pretty great, confirms Given. I am interested, but first I must experience the rest of Bubsy's history for myself, you see. Dang it! Alright, this level is done for. Let's go to level 3. Oh no, I'm history. And then I'll tell you about my theories about this game. Oops. No. Sorry. I skipped straight through it. You have to hit start or options at the main menu, not just hit any other button. Okay, so we're going to skip ahead to level 3. And hopefully I'll be able to beat that and see what a boss is like. Actually, looking at all these passwords on this screen I have here, they all use only numbers, but you're able to use every letter in the alphabet, as well as numbers. Alice doesn't live around here anymore. All these titles are references as well, like good old Bubsy 1, even if I don't immediately get them. Just another way that Bubsy 2 failed to capture the spirit of Bubsy. You guys are going down, yeah. So it seems that the denizens of the fairy tales are trying to get Bubsy and destroy him for some reason. I'm not sure why that is, whether they're doing the bidding of the villain. I don't even know who the villain is in this game.
Oh, sure.
I guess I'll find out when I get to the end, right? Yeah. Bubsy should be in Sonic Mania, says Tony. Mizu says that the retrospective is a fan of art. Bubsy should be in Smash Bros, just imagine the taunts. Would be better than Fire Emblem, says Tony. Agreed. Oh, Danger Mouse is calling Mizu Penguin because they claimed they were a penguin earlier.
Oh, sure. Let's all torture the Bubster.
Yeah. Bubsy, I mean, Bubsy wouldn't fit in Smash Bros anymore since she doesn't have a sword or a pretty anime face. But a game like that would be good. Maybe that PlayStation All-Star Smash clone thing, she could be in that because of her Bubsy 3D exclusivity to PlayStation. I would support that. Whoa, what happened there?
Oh, sure. Let's all torture the Bubster.
Danger Mouse thinks that Tweedledum and Tweedledee are the ultimate villains. Uh-oh, something's going wrong. My controller's screwed up. Uh-oh, that's bad. Bubsy's just running.
Oh, sure. Let's all torture the
It's run out of
Bubster.
batteries. That's the problem. Okay. Whew. Let me grab a USB cable. Come on, get in there. And USB is the worst protocol. At least USB-C is doing a better job of having ambidextrous cables, but... Alright, that should be charging now, so let's keep going. Oops, no. Okay, we're good. Alright, let's keep going. Oh yeah, Bubsy could have a Nerf gun in Smash Brothers, that would work. Of course, that's even more of a licensing issue. Maybe she could have a non-branded novelty soft toy gun that is not called Nerf. Okay. Let's go this way. Nope. Barrier. Get through the barriers. You know, the way this is going, there's a very real possibility that
Oh, sure. Let's all torch
I won't
the
be showing
buster.
you the whole game or, you know, the bosses or anything like that, the ends of the levels. So, maybe someone could look up a good long play or something. A let's play, a speed run, something like that. If anyone knows one they can recommend, I will link it in my description as it gets posted. Otherwise I'll just find one randomly. Because if I don't do well in this game, I do intend to watch such a thing myself. Oh, pain.
Oh, sure. Let's all torch
I want to
the
know.
buster.
Oh yeah, there were flamingos in Alice in Wonderland. They were the croquet bats. At least in the Disney film. I don't remember. I've seen a live action adaptation, an older one, but I haven't read the book. Ah,
Oh, no. I'm history.
this is so hard. Holy crap, Mizu and Tony just asked the exact same question at the same time. That's quite impressive. So what they asked was if the voice actor for Bubsy in this game was Rob Paulson, as it was in Bubsy 2. The answer, I don't know because it's not in the credits. Actually, did we look at the credits? Bogus passcode. Let's check them out. Ooh. Graphical effects, guys. This is showing off what the Jaguar can do. There's Andrew Seed. Did it say already? I haven't seen his voice actor credit. Look at that face. Sorry, I'm just gonna go back to the start real quick. Bubsy in Fractured Fairy Tales. That's the credits. That's the copywriting. License to Atari Corp. Oh yeah, Andrew Seed's the lead programmer. That's why he's the top of the high score list. Yeah, it doesn't say, so I couldn't tell you. Nope, that's not what I
Oh,
wanted.
sure. Let's all torch.
Sorry. Yes, the Atari Jaguar can do the magnifying glass screensaver from Windows 95. Oh, I did it again. It just goes too quick. Sorry about this. Okay. Next passcode. So we'll be skipping ahead a world since each world has 3 levels. I'm not sure what world 2 is. I did read the manual, but I forget. Okay. Out on a limb.
Pilot's license? What for?
Pilot's license? What for? Oh, that's right. It's the Jack and the Beanstalk world. So, as we can see, we have a giant beanstalk. And graphics, maybe not so impressive in this level. Hey, the banana peel crate! That's back from the first game. Nice. That's just too high to reach, unfortunately. Oh! That bee got me through the thing, unless I can just pass through them from beneath, maybe. Penguins and ducks are similar, it's true. Oh yeah, I can pass through them. But there's hornets everywhere.
Pilot's license? What for?
Yeah, Mizu and Tony seem to be on the same wavelength. Pizza party, I should say. Whoa. Buzzards. There were buzzards in Bubsy too, but they had little hats and stuff, if I recall. These ones are carrying big weights to drop on me. And ants, soldier ants, with backpacks and helmets. That's cute. Stop. Okay, good. No, they're bubbles. I thought they were bubbles. Dangerous. Yes, cute waddling birds. What do you think of this music? I might not have finished my thought earlier, but I'm sorry if there's stuttering in the computer, which seems to be affecting the music. It's slowing down occasionally. Cool. I don't think this game did rip off Mr. Nuts. Dang it!
Pilot's license? What for?
Yeah, penguins and ducks, both aquatic birds. Oh, Mr. Nuts had a Jack and the Beanstalk level too. Okay, interesting. Well, there's been like Mickey Mouse games with Jack and the Beanstalk levels, right? Castle of Illusion, maybe? I forget. Tony, you're the Disney expert. You tell me. Tax. Now, you want to avoid the tack crates. You kidding?
Pilot's license? What for?
Yeah, they're saying that in Mr. Nuts that had a terrifying boss that would throw his eyeballs at you. No, the music sounds weird to me too. I think that's what it's supposed to be. It's interesting though. Bubsy 2's music really didn't make an impression on me. This music is by Alistair Lindsay and Kevin Saville. You would have seen that in the credits anyway when I showed you earlier. Ooh, everything is just out to get you. It's really tough to avoid sometimes. That's just such a good image. Carrying a 5-ton cartoon. Now that ant's sprite was clipping through the beanstalk. I don't like that. You might not get to enjoy too much of this music if I keep dying so quickly. But yeah, I think at this point I'm committed to cheating ahead via passcodes if I get a game over on any one level. Just in the interest of seeing more of the game's content. I'll look up a playthrough for myself later, and I encourage others to do that too if they're interested. Checkpoints. If only this emulator had some save state features, I'm sure I'd be doing better by cheating rapaciously. Yeah. Interesting how this beanstalk level is more vertically oriented. I mean, it seems obvious, but that's, you know, that's aesthetic informing game design. That's good. It's good stuff. It's the kind of crap Bubsy 2 didn't bother with. This is tedious, isn't it? I wonder if there's anything at the top here. Alright. Oh, music's taking a turn. Dang it! All that way up and I get killed by an ant. What are ants doing this far up? They should be living on the ground like the bugs they are. Given saying there's an all-level speedrun that he watched the other day. Still a decent length as the levels are not super straightforward even if they are somewhat linear. That's cool, I like that. Can you post a link to it? Actually, I'd need it later. Post it in Discord later, I guess. I can skip this by getting a little bit of momentum and doing it pop up like that. That's faster. There we go. I'm learning the tricks. Just take care of you. Whoa, another one. This truly is Dark Souls video games. Yes! Bubsy Combat Master. Damn it!
Oh, I'm history.
I'm history, guys. Alright, skipping levels again. So that was level 4 or 5? Must have been 4. So down to 5. I will be watching that later. I need to brush up on my Bubsy lore before jumping into the James Turrell retrospective.
Pilot's license? What for?
Ah, Danger Mouse again bringing her knowledge of early 90s PC games to bear, commenting on the giant ant enemies in... Oh! Brutal.
Pilot's license?
I have been highly stung. So it seems like he's got the same quote for every level in a world, basically, so that's fine, I guess. I'm gonna have to go up one of these, aren't I? Anyway, yeah, she was talking about the early 90s PC game, Jill of the Jungle, which also had giant killer ants. I like that. Alright, let's just move on. I don't think these are gonna get me anywhere. Although scale was a little off there, it's fun having those knights on armor. Okay, so this isn't the way to go. Ah, what about here? Aha. See how they edged the viable platform leaf in red to indicate... Whoa, what the heck? A snail with a little house thing. Oh, poor guy. He was just out to lunch. You can change Bubsy's momentum in midair quickly if you transition to a glide in a different direction. There's a trick to, you know, learning how Bubsy's momentum works. Now that is a cool creature. Watch out. Yes, I did read about those snails in the manual. They leave a trail behind them that is hazardous too. You want to be careful of those axes. I'm not sure about the hitboxes there, but they seemed pretty generous. How's chat today? Oh, Tony's asking about the story. I did want to talk about that, and I threatened to earlier. Damn it!
Pilot's license?
Yeah, Danger Mouse says she has a limited pool of gaming knowledge. But hey, what you have, you use. Whoa! Okay. And that's the danger of banana peel. Mizu talking about Commander King. Yeah, Commander King's pretty cool. I never had many games on my PC, but I had friends who had Commander King who showed me. See, you shouldn't have just fallen through the platform halfway like that. That's dumb. Oh yeah, Danger Mouse is bringing on Commander King. Maybe I'll play a Commander King game one day for stream. I'm always looking for games to stream because I'm desperate for content. Mizu recommending Keen 5, listening 4 and 6 are good too. Anyway, the story of this game. The story is that, oh no, the fairy tales have gone wrong. It's up to Bubsy to fix them. That's the end. That's the story. Like, not much to it. Why is this situation arising? We don't really know. So I'm going to tell you my theory. My headcanon, if you will. My Bubsy 3 fanon. Now, if you recall, Bubsy 2, the plot involved a machine that could manipulate reality and create these sort of theme park worlds by stealing concepts from history. So they were stealing, you know, the invention of aeroplanes to have an aeroplane-themed world. They stole ancient Egypt, so ancient Egypt didn't exist anymore in reality, but they had control of it in this Amazatorium place. And they also stole the concept of science fiction. So they had this sort of spacey, spaceship-themed world at the cost of genre fiction in the real world. So this is, you know, if you can see the parallel here, it seems like this game seems to be, could conceivably be part of the aftermath of the Wampum and Amazatorium incident, whereby possibly in the same incident and he's just cleaning up the last of it, or a separate incident involving the Amazatorium's technology and virtual reality. Fairy tales have been tinkered with, stolen, and made manifest in reality. And Bubsy is once again on the scene to traverse it and put it right somehow. I'll find out at the end who the actual villain is, and yeah. Given mentioned Mother Goose earlier, and the ending has you rescuing her. So my supposition is that Mother Goose is part of this Wampum created reality and has some authority over the created world of fairy tales. Yeah, so that's my theory. What do you guys think? Should I go down? I feel like that'll drop me at the start of the level and I don't really want that. Let's continue. This way. 99 favorites. Went to 100, didn't get an extra life. That sucks. What are balls for? What are, like, minor collectibles in a platformer for, if not to give you an extra life when you get 100 of them? Come on, that's platformer 101. These guys need to play more Donkey Kong Country. Mizu's comparing this to the Sonic games on Wii, saying this is Bubsy and the Secret Rings or Bubsy and the Black Knight. Not dissimilar. Once again, Bubsy cribbing from Sonic, I guess. Although in this case, this is many years before Sonic did the same kind of plot. Yeah, good pickup there. Oh, clouds, give me that. Watch it. Okay, we're good. No! Okay, get back up there. Did the music change? There is kind of a change halfway through this song, I think, where it just sort of changes style a little bit, maybe? Or it's sort of a, not dynamic, but just a, you know, it has some variability. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Just the music, the track changes style. That's just what they wanted to do, I guess. Oh my goodness, this is so hard, this game.
What for?
Tony says, I'd rather be at Disneyland than play this game. Well, it's a good job you're not playing then, because I am playing so you don't have to. Oh! Unless you'd rather be at Disneyland than watching me, in which case, go ahead, you have an annual pass. Just go, I'm not stopping you. I'm not stopping you from going to Disneyland. Although, it's nice having people in stream chat. I seem to have an abundance of people today. So, yeah, I could afford to lose you, Tony. Get lost. Just kidding. Look at that winking smug face. See, that's new. I haven't seen that face before. That second face. I didn't mention it before, but it seems like a lot of the sprites for Bubsy here are sort of just copied from previous games, maybe. But I think that one expression was new. Oh. Now, I think this was a game where 1 life meant this is your last chance, as opposed to some other games where 0 lives means this is your last chance. Yes, that's correct.
History.
And Bubsy's history. So let's skip ahead to level 6. Yeah, Tony says Bubsy 2 did have a convoluted story. 1-8. 4792. Jungle Fervor.
Pilot license? What for?
Playing off Jungle Fever, I guess. Don't know what that is, but okay. Just reading some chat here. Have I played Adventures in the Magic Kingdom? Never heard of it. The background isn't parallaxing at all. This is disturbing given a lot. Sorry, well, I guess either the Jaguar's not capable of it or a Magitech design aren't capable of programming that. You saw the credits, you know who to blame. Tony says even if he was at Disneyland, he'd still be listening to this on his phone. Well, that is quite flattering, I must say. Yeah, actually, it is kind of disturbing that it doesn't parallax. We made it up the beanstalk. We got to the giant's castle. Isn't that exciting? Let's just watch out for this hornet. Come on, buddy. Whoop. Okay, good. I like that. Nice bit of flavour there. Drawbridge. And now having knights in armor actually makes more sense. Okay, these are just appearing. So fine. Yes. I knew I could make that jump. So then we have a different kind of level design in the castle. Whoa! Oh! Bisected. Brutal.
Pilot license? What for?
I know you said, given that people would make Jungle Fever jokes about Donkey Kong Jungle Fever, that arcade game you were talking about the other day. I wasn't sure what you meant though, because I am oblivious, I guess. I don't know what Jungle Fever means as a phrase. Why it would be suspect. Oh, invincibility. I shouldn't be squandering that. Let's just try and go as far as we can while we have it. Checkpoint. Oh! Nice. That's classic. That's been in all 3 games so far. Running into a wall at speed and getting decked. That was a genuine shock. Interesting cool idea for the conversation, says Tony. Conversation is DK Vine's podcast, if you don't know. DK Vine being the premier Donkey Kong and Rare fan site on the internet.
License? What for?
Okay, that is a funny idea. If you could pull it off, Tony. Tony's well known for complaining about offensive changes to Disneyland, such as changing Tower of Terror into Guardians of the Galaxy ride. So his idea for a call was that he would be riding it and simultaneously complaining about it on the call, which is a funny idea. And then he starts the screen. Would you actually be on it, or would you just be acting that you're on it? That's what I want to know. Yeah, Gibbon posted a thread about the... There's 2 arcade games that used assets from Donkey Kong Jungle Beat to turn the whole thing into like a slot machine, basically. The first one has more substantive content than the second one. He's saying that another user derailed the whole thing by arguing semantics about whether or not they constitute a sequel or not. Like, just get over it, dude. Whether they're sequels or not, like... Yeah. Calling them sequels is fair enough, I think. Definitely. I wouldn't argue with you about that. See, those little platforms, they moved in the Beanstalk level, but they don't move here. That threw me off a little bit just there. Oops. Oh! Oh no. That's a death. I wasn't sure if fall damage was still a thing in this game, but of course it is. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about the arcade games. I'm sorry. Sorry the DK Mine is a cesspool, Gibbon. Just kidding. It's... has its ups and downs. Oh, that knight! What Tony has done is calls on Skype. Group calls on Skype. calling into podcast, but that was close. Let's kill him and he won't come back. Of course, this is my last life, so it's kind of a moot point. Yes, Gibbon says he's done calls where he's just been on a ride screaming. That's pretty silly to me, seriously. Alright, let's just go this way. Nope, that's not a way. That's dead end. I have to make this really tricky jump, apparently. Okay, let's try this. Again! No, didn't work. What about... not enough height. Aha! There we go. Contact activated cloud platforms. This giant must be some kind of genius to invent things like that. Or a wizard. Okay, gotta be careful not to fall down in those spikes.
Oh no, I'm history.
That's comedy, people. You can't make that stuff up. Alright, next level. We're not gonna see the Beanstalk World boss either. Sorry. 8-1, 2-6, 1-5. Okay. Rush.
Just keep it up.
Keep it up. Rushing roulette in the desert. Okay, this is the Arabian Nights world. So our fairy tales aren't all restricted to Western concepts. Although, you know, Arabian Nights was translated pretty early and has long been, known in Western cultures. Interesting. Now, the manual said don't wake up these lizards. Okay, they just kill you. I was curious. There are more hints. There's a giant. How to get rid of spike doors. Yeah. Haven't seen them again after World 1. There's little bios and hints for all the enemies in the manual, so I recommend checking that out. It's on all the manual sites. Widely available. This game is crazy, says Tony. Do you like it? I think it's pretty cool. I like the concept. It makes for some interesting level types and, you know, scenarios. And I think it really does fit in well with the plot of Bubsy 2, so I'm quite pleased that, presumably just by happenstance, that sort of happened. Because, yeah, any place we can make connections as fans is gratifying to me. Oh. How can I make this? Ah, Bob's here. Hi Bob, how's it going? Good to see you. We've got a packed house today. Tony brought in a couple of people from his Twitter apparently. And Danger Mouse and Gibbon are both here as well. Huh. It's giving me a little hint with an arrow. That's different. And I know I have to get up there, arrow. You don't have to patronize me. I just don't know how to get up there. Alright. This stupid outcropping is in my way. I would do it if I could. How about we get up more momentum? Okay, there we go. I can increase my momentum even more by running. So, evil cacti. Oh, wow! That's really a fun little enemy concept there. A cactus that secretly has legs and is walking up to you. I'm impressed. I'm enjoying this game now. Despite it being incredibly difficult. Ah yes, Mizu making more Sonic and the Secret Rings parallels. That's a game where Sonic goes into the world of...
Just keep it up.
Keep it up, just keep it up. Sonic goes into the world of Arabian Nights or whatever, and there's all sorts of Middle East mythology stuff for him to contend with, and I think his friends are like cast in roles within the story. Like, Knuckles is, I shouldn't talk about it without really knowing. Oof, didn't have enough momentum to clear that. I wonder if you fight an evil purple genie in this. Well, actually, that reminds me of something I read in the manual. There is a genie. You may not see it in this stream, unfortunately, because I'm bad at games, so I'm sorry, but I don't think I can really do it. So what's this rock? Huh. Oh! Man.
Keep it up. Just keep it up.
Wow. That thing's not even in the manual. I don't know what that is. Whatever it is, I don't like it. Given complementing the game's enemy animations. Agreed. Alright, let's not go to the Oasis, let's go this way. I know I could go inside that thing. Oh, I did, didn't I? And then I died? Oh.
Keep it up.
Yikes.
Just keep it up.
Ah, Bob's been organising his art from when he was younger. It's been an undertaking. Are you feeling better, Bob? I know you were sick the other day. Throwing up and such. You had a stomach bug, I think. Hope you're feeling better. Okay, we'll run past that little guy. Oh! No, it just attacks me. Was there an Arabian Desert level in the 2D Sonic games? Says Mizu. I don't know. Never really played much Sonic. I did recently buy Sonic Rush for DS because I was interested in the Hideki Naganuma soundtrack, but I'm by no means a Sonic expert. Obviously it's known that this game, not this game particularly, but Bubsy as a gameplay concept takes cues from Sonic. Oh, that was close. Alright, I'm going to lure this cactus over here, get over it, and then go in here. Beautiful. Tony's asking about MSEP, I don't know what that is. Not as bad as when... What are you talking about? Whoa! Brutal. 40 Thieves guy right there.
Keep it up. Just keep it up.
Keep it up. Ah. This game's hard, guys.
Just keep it up.
Oh good, Mizu is vindicating me there. That Sonic Rush was okay and the soundtrack made it worthwhile. I'm glad to hear that and I can't wait to play it. But I'm in the middle of Dragon Ball Fusion still. Actually, I think I'm pretty much done with it. I did all the side quests, so I might have to say I'm finished even though I've only recruited about half the total characters. If you know anything about that game, you know it's extremely grindy. Yeah, Hideki Naganuma is the best. What is he doing these days? I heard that a lot of staff from the Jet Set Radio games and Smilebit went on to work on Yakuza series, or at least the main producer did, which I think is kind of a waste, to be honest. That game is so... I don't know. I'm not really interested. I mean, Jet Set Radio was so stylized and cool and fun and fresh. Playing a realistic game about gangsters just isn't my style.
Keep it up. Just keep it up.
The Bob almost broke his jaw story. Bob is tired of telling that story. That's okay, don't worry about it. That's some parallax given, how about that? See that parallax? That's nice. Oh my goodness, you stupid damn snakes. They're just too deadly efficient. I feel like they're a lot better at their jobs than the woolies were.
Keep it up. Just keep it up.
Yes, I'm keeping it up already. Yeesh. Yeah, Tony, I haven't played Shovel Knight, but since they did the very canny marketing move of putting it on sale just before they released a big expansion and saying, if you get it now, you will get the expansion for free, otherwise you'll have to pay for it later. That trick worked on me, so I bought it on 3DS. Haven't played it yet, but I'm looking forward to it. Actually, it's a minor niggle, but the fact that way back in their original Kickstarter pitch, years ago at this point, they promised a gender flip mode and just never bothered adding it ever in all the continuing work they did on the game, which is still ongoing. They finally announced that they were implementing that, and so that is the point that is another reason why I said, okay, now is a good time to get Shovel Knight. Because they're finally adding the ability to play as a woman. Like, might have helped a bit more a few years earlier, but still. It's something I wanted, so... Oh, that's dangerous. This is an interesting level design. Ah, that bottle. It's like a kamikaze bottle. Oh, I can jump on cactuses. I thought the spikes would just kill me. Huh, there you go. Yeah, so the bottles jump at you and try and smash into you, but if you dodge it, then they smash themselves in the ground, apparently. This is what I read in the manual. Okay, that was fun. That was good. There should be more moments like that. Running down a hill, getting a bunch of balls. Oh, what's at the other side? Treasure. No good to me.
Keep it up. Just keep it up.
Yeah. Ah, Mizu, my friends. Jet Set Radio is a steaming pile of crap compared to Jet Set Radio Future. You really need to play that. Unfortunately, the only way to play it is to get an Xbox Zero and a copy of the game. And that's kind of a steep barrier to entry, but man, Jet Set Radio's Future is so good. It's fun, it's stylish, it's freeing. Like, I played Future first and then went back to the first game and I was like, it kind of looks janky and the levels are all timed and you have to do things in this strict boundaries and you're always getting chased by the police. Future is open world and it's so much easier to gain momentum and get around, and just traversing is a joy in itself. And I can't say any of that about the original game. So yes, I recommend Jet Set Radio Future wholeheartedly, and the soundtrack is even better. It's even got remixes of half the songs from the first game, so you can enjoy it as a complete product and get everything out of it that you would get out of the first one and more, so much more. Not to say that the first one is completely overwritten by Future. There's some value in the first one, I'd still say, but man, Future's great. So that was Jet Set Radio Rank for the day. Yeah. Gibbon says they've been posting the sprites for the gender flip mode, and it's been fun. So they haven't actually made that update yet. I wasn't sure about that. I haven't started playing the game yet, but yeah, I think it's still coming soon, the gender flip mode of Shovel Knight. What was the first game to have surround sound music, says Bob? I have no idea. Oh good, I think I convinced Mizu, that's good to hear. Who already has an Xbox, oh no, Bob has an Xbox Zero, he says. Fake wall. Oops. More fake wall? Yes. Did I starve David? No, it's octagonal. Oh! Oh, that's a trap. That's like a Super Mario Brothers trap. hit an invisible block with your head and fall into spikes. Nasty. Okay, let's go up here. One life left, guys. Still, this is a fun level. I'm really enjoying this one. Oh! Ooh, I just avoided that. Okay. Good use of your glide move can help you get up slopes like that. Okay. What do I need to do here? Close. Yep, so Bob has an Xbox Zero. How much is Jet Set Radio Future? I don't know. You might find it... I believe it was a pack-in with some SKUs of the system on a double disc with Sega GT 2002, and that's the way I have it. Sega GT 2002 is a pretty good game in itself too. It's just a racing game, a realistic sort of racer. So it's fine. But I think we all know what the star of that package is, so yeah. Oh, and that pack-in double disc thing, it doesn't have a case. Like, it came in a paper slip in the box of the console. So don't be surprised if when you go to buy it, it doesn't have a case included. And just be aware that it may have incurred some damage as a result of that. Yeah, I put that in a spare dual CD case when I could, just to protect it. So that game needs to be protected and preserved. When they did the HD remake of Jet Set Radio 1, I was like, okay, that's fine, but you could have picked a good game to remake. And they haven't since, you know, ported Future, unfortunately. Yeah, oh well. That's fine. Sega does what Nintendo don't, after all. Let's see. Bob says $75 in working condition. Is that the game or the console? I think he's talking about the console. Yeah, he is. Mizu's asking about it. That's a fair price, says Mizu. Yeah, I had one lying around, luckily. And I say that. It was the family one. And my brothers don't game as much anymore. My older brother bought a DS Lite a while ago. No, what was it? He got a DSi, actually. Yeah, the original DSi. And he likes all the Layton games and a few other games too. And my younger brother only plays PC games. So, nobody was interested in our old Xbox in a drawer. So I took it home one day from my parents' house and had a gay old time in the Future. Okay. Gibbon says they've finished about half the cast of the game so far to gender flip them. Oh, this guy's dangerous. Oh, and I shouldn't just glide blindly like that. Okay, what's going on? More like a cat Mario trap, says Bob. Mizu says Bubsy was the original Kaizo game. It's not that bad. Oh, Gibbon says that gender flip mode was in the latest update on Switch. I believe Switch, the Switch version is called Treasure Trove, and it's like the full thing. Oh, and they sell it separately as well. But yeah, I think the big update for Shovel Knight and all that is exclusive to Switch for a little while. I think was the idea that that version of it would come to Switch first, basically. So we might have to wait a little bit longer to get gender flip mode and the new expansion, Spectre Knight or whatever, on other platforms, but it should be coming. So yeah, we didn't get to the boss No genies, run silent, run deep. No genies, sorry about that. We're gonna skip ahead to level 10, which is an underwater world. What fairy tale is this, I wonder? Is this Little Mermaid, or maybe it's Finding Nemo? That's become a fairy tale at this point, right? That's public domain. I like this music too. They've done a pretty good job so far of impressing me. Now remember before when a tiny puddle of water instantly killed Bubsy? Well, now he is running around underwater just fine. Oh, nasty sea urchins.
What do I look like, Flipper?
What do I look like, Flipper? That's a good line. Well, it's okay. So we have a nice variety of underwater enemies here. I guess that bubble is protecting him. Nice justification, but physics are completely unchanged underwater. You'll be happy to know. Chat. Bob says music is a knockoff of Friend Like Me, apparently. You ain't never had a friend like me. What's that for? Hang on, I'll get it in a minute. Can your friend do this? Oh, right, Aladdin, of course. Bob thinks that the Aladdin-inspired level is using Aladdin knockoff music. Whoa! Nasty. I got electrocuted.
Who do I look like, Flipper?
Mizo saying it's more like a knockoff of Prince Ali. Either way. Gibbons linked an article from Yacht Club on the gender swapping stuff. It's in the Switch version. Yes, Gibbon, they said, nah, screw swimming, let's just put a bubble around him. Well, nobody likes swimming. I mean, having this as a conceit of like, oh, he's in a bubble, he just plays normally, lets you have a level that plays just like all the other levels. So it's not a jarring and awful slow swimming thing, but at the same time it lets you explore a different kind of environment, an underwater thing, which is, you know, rare enough. Oh my goodness! Oh, the evil, violent fish.
Who do I look like, Flipper?
I look like Flipper. Danger Mouse says she loves the magic bubble. Yeah, it's fun. It's a nice little conceit. Now, is this music a rip-off of something from Little Mermaid, possibly? I'm not sure. Danger Mouse's favourite music so far, she says. Just like the bubble shield in Sonic 3. I did briefly play some Sonic 3, wasn't impressed. Yeah, that might be a problem actually. I feel like the bubble will protect me from a hit, but it doesn't. It's just there to show you that you're underwater and you're fine. Tony, if you want to go to Disneyland, you should just go. Stop talking about it. I know that I'm not as fun as Disneyland, and I'm sorry about that, but let's go down here. Nope, let's not go down there. That was a bad idea. Okay. Bob's research has yielded the fact that Jurassic Park for the SNES was the first game to have surround sound. Fun to know. Yeah, the bubble is clever as just a way of letting you do an underwater level without having awful swimming. A swimming level is very often, if you ask somebody, it's their least favorite level of a platformer. So I approve this concept. Bob's asking Gibbon if he's still playing Zelda. Please no spoils.
Who do I look like, Flipper?
Yeah, that's what I played. Sonic 3 and Knuckles. They often, when they compile Sonic games in later collections, they often leave out the complete version of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. They either give you Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles separately, or not at all, just have one or the other. One of the very few collections that lets you play Sonic 3 and Knuckles, the full version. Mermaid. Mermaid is an enemy that I can jump on. Okay, good to know. Yeah, one of the only... That switch, was that all the way back at the start? Was there a gate? I seem to remember that. I wonder if there's another way... Anyway, yeah, so the collection called the Sonic Mega Collection Plus, or Sonic Mega Collection, which had an updated re-release called Sonic Mega Collection Plus.
Who do I look like, Flipper?
Alright, but I hit the switch and it saves that, so I'm gonna go back now. I wonder what that mermaid does to attack you. Anyway, this Sonic Mega Collection Plus, I think is what it was called, correct me if I'm wrong, is one that I own on the original Xbox. It was on other platforms at the time. The Xbox version, I think, is the Plus version. It was released after the other one, so I don't know what the extras are that made the concentrated Plus, but, spikes. Yeah, I played that while I had the Xbox out for Future, and it has available Sonic 3 and also Sonic and Knuckles, and if you get them both, you can then combine them in the game virtually to play Sonic 3 and Knuckles, which was the whole point of the story. And I played that, and I didn't like it. The end. The mermaid just damages me on contact, but that really shouldn't happen because mermaids are supposed to be friendly. I guess everything is supposed to be friendly, but it's been corrupted by whatever thing is going on in this game. So fair enough, I guess, but it's just that mermaids don't look dangerous, you know? See that fish? That definitely looks dangerous. It has big, bloody teeth that are covered in blood. Obviously dangerous. Mermaid, kind of unthreatening. That might be my misogyny showing, saying that a friendly-looking woman is not dangerous. I apologize. Where are we going? Let's go this way. Nope! Whoa, close. And I mean, you don't often kill humanoids in games like this. I was watching some footage of Crash Bandicoot 3 the other day, and there's like all these human like scientists and wizards, and they're just humans, and you run up and smash them, just like all the animals in the game. It's a little bit jarring, I must say. I have a bad feeling about this. Okay, that's good. By the way, hamster in a submarine. That's one of the enemies in this game. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that just fun? Oh no, another wall. I have to find another switch. Back we go. Sorry chat, what's going on? I know the Wii's Virtual Console allowed you to combine Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles provided you download both games, said Mr. I did not know that. That's very interesting to know. Cool. And of course, that crap's not on the Wii U because the Wii Virtual Console was very disappointing and didn't have half the stuff that the Wii had, oddly enough. Good switch. I feel like this level isn't as hard as some other levels. I might even finish it. I know I've just jinxed myself. Same with Knuckles and Sonic 2. Oh, that was the updated version? Interesting. I know they did a version of Sonic 2. Do they have a version of Sonic 1 with the spin dash and tails in it? Because I know they did that for mobile and stuff. Oh, no, that's it. I didn't make it to the end. Thanks for interrupting your constant Zelda playing to watch me, Gibbon. Little old me. I know I can't compete with Zelda. 6, 7... Hang on, was that... Did I just do this one? We'll find out, I guess. 6, 7, 1, 6, 7. Wait. 6, 7, 3. 1, 6, 7. Yes. Chapter 11.
Who do I look like, Flipper?
Yes, Bob, that submarine was yellow. Let's everybody sing. We've been doing silly things in the Discord chat recently, singing Smash Mouth songs by just typing out lines at each other. It's been amusing. To me, anyway. I'm sure some people are dead sick of it. Oops. See, that was weird hit detection. That fish should have killed me by rights, but I'm glad it didn't. Oh.
Who do I look like, Flipper?
Ninja Octopus throws Starfish Shuriken. That's fine. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. The mobile port of Sonic 1 in 2013 has Tails and Speed Dash added. That's good. That's one of the, what is it, Christian Whitehead? The guy who did those ports? He did an excellent job at it, and Sega rightly, hired him to do that. Using his skills to actually make their games better. Like, imagine that. That's just a great thing to do for the community. Dead end there. And then he went on to make Sonic Mania. Isn't that great? Man. I wish they'd do that with Bubsy. Get someone to remake the games and then make new Bubsy games. Nah, who am I kidding? That probably wouldn't be the best business idea. Oh, and you could play as Knuckles in it too. That's above and beyond. Yeah, Christian Whitehead, yes, he is working. And I believe the Switch port of Sonic Mania is being handled by an Australian studio, Tantalus. I don't know, I always forget the second word in my game studio names. It's either like interactive or design or limited or games. Anyway, they're called Tantalus and they did Twilight Princess HD. Always good to see Aussie devs make it good because the industry has had its downs. Quite a few downs. THQ closing was actually a big blow because all the Avatar The Last Airbender licensed games were made in Australia. Oh wait, maybe not the PSP version, but oh, I haven't played that yet. I just remembered. No, PSP version was made in Australia because it's sort of an upgraded version of the DS one. I was actually thinking of the PC version, which for some reason was credited somewhere. Both of those versions were credited to the same developer, and that's just not true. The PSP one and the DS were both made by THQ Studio Australia. And the console one too, but it's a very different game. The GBA versions were made by Halfbrick, who later went on to make Fruit Ninja, which is probably their best known work. So at least they're still around, but THQ Studio Australia was closed down. Oh, come on.
Who do I look like, Flipper?
Dangerous seahorses, man. So yeah, AWE Games made the PC version of Avatar. Haven't looked into
Who do I look like, Flipper?
their history exactly. But no, all the rest of them were Australian products, which makes me proud. Damn it! This game is so
Who do I
hard.
look like, Flipper?
Yeah. Gibbon says that Christian Whitehead being hired by Sega is motivating him to hack Congo Bongo arcade. And that's good. That's a good thing. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad you're looking forward to Sonic Mania, Mizu. For me, I have never liked the classic Sonic games, they're just not my thing, but I'm glad other people are enjoying out of them. And they deserve more games to enjoy after so long. What do you think of Sonic 4, by the way? I've never had a real Sonic fan's opinion on that in person, so let me know. I heard it wasn't good. Secondhand sources. More spiked things. I don't have a good feeling about this. I only have one life left. And barely past the first Ninja Octopus. Nondescript Seahorse. Nondescript Mermaid. Sonic Mania looks awesome. Given says he enjoyed Sonic 4 but understands that he's in the minority. Whoops. Oh, you gotta get up a little bit of momentum on these tiny platforms to get up sometimes. Whoops, wrong button. So long playing, I suddenly hit the wrong button for some reason. Mizu wasn't a fan of Sonic 4. Felt like a pale imitation of classic Sonic. I'd love a remake of it in Sonic 3's engines, as given. So what about it, like, wasn't up to scratch? Was it the level design,
Who do I look like,
the
Flipper?
physics, the graphics? Wait, I think I'm going the wrong way. Where am I? What am I doing? What's going on? Where am I? Yeah, I went the wrong way. Okay. Bit of slow down there. The physics were kind of wonky, says given, and I ran into it. Yes, they're confirming it's the physics that they didn't like. I think this game does a decent job of replicating the physics of Bubsy 1. Lofty goal, I know. So it's skipping ahead to level 12 now, and I have yet to complete a single one. Oh no, I did complete one. I completed level 1, didn't I?
Who do I look like, Flipper?
I'm so good. Reservoir Cats. Momentum was not preserved properly. Jumping off slopes worked weird. Other issues.
Who do I look like, Flipper?
The mechanics from the originals were just not there. But, says Gibbon, Sonic 4 Episode 2 was infinitely better. So I guess they learned their lesson. And they did sort of port the Episode 1 levels into Episode 2, didn't they? Through like a Metal Sonic DLC or something? Ah, kidding.
Who do I look like, Flipper?
So that you could play the Episode 1 levels in the improved engine of 2. Correct me if I'm wrong. Nope, I have to get up there. While avoiding that shark, hopefully. The shark kind of looks like it's had a good meal already though. It's got a little pot belly on it. Aha! Now I have to find where that barrier was. Careful. Ah,
Who do I look like, Flipper?
I wish I had just one more hit. So so I didn't instantly die every time. It's pretty frustrating. Episode Metal was sold as a separate episode, possibly. Oh, I see. Given saying if you had both episodes bought, you could virtually attach them together, just like, you know, 3 and Knuckles, to play through some of the episode's 1 stuff in 2's engine as Metal Sonic and get a sort of interlude chapter explaining how Metals came back after Sonic CD and retroactively adding some depth to Episode 1's story, Sonic 4 Episode 1 story, such as it was. Alright, that's all the detail I was asking for, so good to know.
Who do I look like, Flipper?
The real question is, was it any good? What, do I look like Flipper? Tell me honestly. Let's try this one. Oh wait, I've already been that way. Oh.
Who do I look like, Flipper?
If the camera was a little bit faster, I wouldn't get caught out by those enemies that are just above me kind of thing. Given like that Mizu only played episode 1. Episode 2 didn't look bad, but they just weren't interesting. I'm using gender neutral pronouns for you, Mizu, because I don't know who you are.
Who do I look like, Flipper?
Nah, given wishes, they just straight up updated episode 1 with episode 2's physics. Yeah. It is annoying when that happens. Oh, I've fallen for that shark like so many times now. Alright. That's the end of the underwater levels, sorry. I couldn't get far enough in them to show them off really well, but we got a pretty good idea of what they're like. 2, 3, 2. So we're going to see the last world or environment type of the game now. Starting with chapter 13.
Nothing can stop me now.
Nothing can stop me now. Nothing can stop me now. Was that already a quote in one of the earlier games? Don't remember. Sounds familiar. Okay, so this is kind of Rayman-ish, isn't it? Yum Yum Choc. That's kind of silly. A world made of sweets and cake. That's that was in Rayman. And those biscuits are back. Fizz. Yeah, so this is supposed to be a Hansel and Gretel thing. But instead of just the one witch's house, the entire world is made out of sweets. And this music, I like this too. This is really nice. Oh, wow.
Nothing can stop me now.
That reminds me of something from Bubsy 1 where the manhole covers would flip up. Remember that? Oh. Yeah, just like that. Fun. Chunko. Oops. Oh. An invisible magician. That's new. I did read about an interesting enemy type. I didn't read about the flying eclair.
Stop me now.
But yeah, there is something that will show up in this level that I hope to see. Oops. Oh, that didn't work out so well.
Nothing can stop me now.
Okay, Mizu is comparing this to Zool, which is, I think, another mascot platformer that I'm not really familiar with. But, yeah, one of those 16-bit era platforms. Zool, Z-O-O-L. Don't really know anything about it. Little candles, other spikes. Cans of drink. There we go, that's what I wanted to see. The cutlery person. That is such a fun idea, and it works so well. I don't know what this thing's gonna do, but I don't want to wait around to find out. Yeah, I think the cutlery person is my favorite enemy in this game so far. game platforms, nice. Oh, watch out. Whoa, big donut, okay. I like that. Woo! Fun. Okay, I'm looking for a switch. So I can get through that gate down there. There it is. Zool is an alien ninja thing who has a candy-themed level that looks exactly like this. Well, I'm struggling to remember exactly what the Rayman level looked like. I can't say I was that enamored with Rayman 1 or got really very far in it. I think only the last world, Candy Chateau, is themed like this, and you get there late in the game. It might even be, like, it's the Mr. Dark area. He's the final boss. I don't remember 100%, but it might be that you actually have to, like, get everything in a game to unlock the last level. So you might not even see that world unless you've 100%ed everything else so far to that point. But I might be wrong about that. Oh, that kills you?
Nothing can stop me now.
Damn, so close to that checkpoint too. Ah, Zool also happens to have games on the Atari Jaguar, says Mizu. Interesting. Was Zool their attempt at a platform mascot? Or was that a third party thing? Tell me more about Zool. Was Zool made for games, or was Zool a licensed thing? I keep thinking that thing's going to shoot the magic at me, but it just doesn't. Alright, we're going to go back up there. Not for that switch. So I hope you all accept the headcanon that this is another effect of the Amazatorium, this whole scenario. And that Bubsy 2 and 3 are meant to be taken as a unit. Continuity. Nope, I want to be up there. Oh, no. Okay, okay. Let's jump on this muffin. Then onto this cake. Looks like an iced fruit cake with jam layers. Can't say I'm that excited about that. I don't like fruitcake. This is the, whoa! It's a pie throwing machine, amazing. Hey! I finished a level! How do you like that? And it didn't give me any balls again. It might be a thing where, like, the speed that you run into the end trigger gives you more balls or something, and I've hit the two that I remember pretty slowly, so that might be it.
Nothing can stop me now.
Ground choke. That's cool. Alright. So this game is definitely better than Bubsy 2. The question is it better than Bubsy 1? And probably not. How much nostalgia is in that decision, I'm not sure, but Bubsy 1 is, like, good. And this game is also good. Bubsy 2 is bad. Zool was supposed to be another Sonic killer in the wake of the 16-bit mascot wars, says Mizu. Did it also have this, like, heavily momentum-focused gameplay that Sonic and Bubsy share? Whoa, floating toast with jam. I have a feeling that there's going to be a gate up ahead that I need to find a switch for higher up, because that's how this game works. this is the second last level, but I started it with less lives than I had for other levels.
Nothing can stop me now.
Yeah, sorry, Danger Mouse, you missed a few things there on your errand. There was a hamster in an underwater level who was piloting a submersible vehicle that happened to be coloured yellow. So yes, obviously any submarine you see is generally yellow as a beetle happens.
Oh no, I'm history.
This game is something else, says Tony. Mizu says Zul was, he remembers it being, they remember it being very hard to control. Okay, so I'm skipping that. This is the final level. Cat on a hot chocolate roof. That's an interesting pun. I really wish I had a save state button. You know, it's possible that there is one in the game's interface that it's just not telling me about. So at this extremely late stage, I'm going to read the help files of this emulator. Okay. Yep, that's the toolbar. That's what all the buttons on the toolbar do. How are the menus? The Jaguar has a CD unit, evidently. Oh, that's funny. EEPROM, software, BIOS, blah blah blah, inputs. The Jaguar gamepad is kind of odd. It's got like a 9-button numpad on the bottom half of it for some reason. I'm not sure what they're intending to do with that. File formats, blah blah blah. What format the ROMs have to be. Memory space, blah 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 blah. Yeah, okay, there's nothing in there about save states, so it doesn't have them. So we were right all along. That this game cannot be played the cheeky way. Alright. There's nothing over there. What? Are you kidding? I was invincible!
Nothing can stop me now.
What the heck is up with that? That's annoying. I'm annoyed. I wasn't annoyed before, but I am now. When did you go to the chemist? I don't know how much you missed. There's 5 worlds, and I've just been through the underwater world, and before that was the Arabian Nights world, and then the Jack and the Beanstalk world before that, and the first one was Alice in Wonderland world. Okay. Oh, the extra life. Kind of want it. I really should go back. Yes. Just gotta be careful about getting the switch to green, because you can accidentally switch them off. Oh,
Nothing can
fire.
stop me now.
You think that if you landed on a bunch of candles, you'd just sort of put them out. I felt sure that drip of jam was going to kill me. Alright, we can do this.
Nothing can stop me now.
The instant death, it gets me every time. No! Being careless now.
Nothing can stop me now.
Well, either way, if I finish or if I get a game over, I'm ending this. If you're curious about Fractured Fairy Tales, and you should be, go watch someone else who's good at the game play it. I can't help you, I'm sorry. Because I'm not good at the game. I'm bad at the game. See what I mean? I should look for a checkpoint somewhere.
Nothing can stop me now.
Because we've been going for 2 hours at this point. You're probably all tired of my voice, and I'm tired of speaking. My throat is so sore.
Nothing can stop me now.
But I'm not dying on purpose, I promise. Whoop. Okay, let's see. Like something like that. Checkpoint, extra life. Nope, nothing. Maybe to the left here. Aha! Good. Okay. Whoa! Oh no!
Nothing can stop me now.
Man, this game. No!
Nothing can
Tax.
stop me now.
The evil tax. Sam the tax man. Wait, tax man, wasn't he involved in the Sonic ports? That rings a bell. Tell me what's tax man
Nothing
did.
can stop me now.
Are you jam? That evil jam. It's like those acid drips in Mega Man 2. Oh, you're kidding!
History.
Stupid jam. Oh. Well, that's the end. I'm just googling Taxman. So that's the kind of content we have here. Oh, Taxman is Christian Whitehead's like internet name or whatever. So yeah, same guy. Okay, well that's it. Thank you very much for coming, everyone. Given's watching me on 3 different devices, so he can watch while he cooks. Oh boy, my devoted audience, people. Yeah, that's the end. So you can go back to cooking now without me in your ears. Sorry. Yeah, this game, I like it. It's fun. It's good. It you know, it's at least as good as Bubsy 1, possibly, and much better than Bubsy 2. And I really wish I could have finished it, but without save states, there's no way I'm doing that in a stream. So yeah, thank you so much everyone for being here. And yeah, I guess next week is Bubsy 3D, so look forward to it. You'll find me here at the same time on the same channel. Batman reference. Yeah. So that's it. Stop button. Bye bye.